Hello, welcome back. For those of you that are new, welcome. My name is Kata. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. I don't really have a lot to say. Actions speak louder than words. I'm going to start off with a really quick prayer and then we're going to dive right into it. So, without further ado, okay. Showing me this deck. Some of you need to ground your energy. Okay. Yeah. Cute. Regeneration. It's interesting that I was talking about grounding your energy and we start off with a card that's got a tree in it, Mending. Bottom of the deck, Yang. And then also blessed. One. Oh, I'm hearing three. Okay. 2, 3. Blessed by the book, time for a nap. Okay. This collective has recently undergone an up-leveling. Immediately what I'm getting is that this collective has undergone some sort of spiritual up-leveling. You've undergone some sort of spiritual moving forward, like moving up. You've integrated, some of you, it's been about integrating certain aspects of your shadow. So you've been doing the shadow work and you've been integrating into the shadow. And there's a message here of there's still work that needs to be done, but you need to take a break before you can continue forward. You can't constantly be in a state of go, 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 heal, 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 heal all of the time. This mending card really is a lot about some of you have been reconnecting to your inner child, mending your relationships, mending your childhood relationships. Sibling relationships might also be really important with this collective. And then with the Yang energy, this is masculine energy. And Yang energy is warm energy. But in terms of the world today, we're dealing a lot with Yang energy in the masculine. And there needs to be this balance between the Yang and the Yin. There's a message here of coming into your femininity, coming into this more intuitive side, this more open side, this more understanding side. Yang energy is very logical. It's very this is how things go. It's set in stones. It's by the book, right? This is how we do things. That's the Yang type energy. Well, the rule book says this, and so this is how we do things. There's a message here of bringing in this childlike wonder back, being grateful again for the things within your life and the blessings that you have, even in situations where some of you in this collective might feel like you don't have any blessings and there's nothing to be grateful for because your life's in a bit of an upheaval. There's a message here of needing to bring that into fruition. You need to bring that gratitude into a state of being within yourself. And in doing that, it's going to help to mend, to incorporate a new state of being and to mend these childhood relationships that needed to be mended. It's also going to help to deal with throwing the rule book out the window. We've got a lot of like one energy. We've got 11 here, master number 11. We've also got master number 22. Master number 11 is dealing with like spiritual up leveling, which is what I was saying in the beginning. Master number 22 is dealing with creation. Master builder is the number of 22. So creation, bringing things into being. We have the number 1, which is also about leadership. All right, there's a balance that needs to be had here, a balance between bringing things into being with the physical and this spiritual side, bringing that spiritual side. I feel like this collective is really good at the building part. You're really good at the logical side. You're really good at the bringing of ideas, but now you got to bring in that intuitive side with this collective. That's part of the integration aspect, this rest and rejuvenation aspect with this time for a nap called. Oh, excuse me. This rest and rejuvenation aspect. Regeneration, right? Regeneration is a process of healing. It's a process of bringing back more energy, regenerating creativity, bringing that all back to the forefront. And this collective is working on that currently. You're working on coming to this balance within your life, fixing your foundations working on foundational levels, right? Fixing how, sorry, no, that's not how I want to say this. How you want to, that's not how I want to say it either. Rebuilding a new foundation for the life that you are up leveling into to be able to be had on. Creating a new foundation, a new basis for this new upgrading that is occurring within your life on a spiritual level, on an understanding level. Okay, that's what this collective needs to do and is in the process of doing and working on. Understanding that resting isn't a lack of productivity. Resting is required for you to be productive, for you to bring things to the forefront, for you to have the creative insights and the energy to build these new foundations. You need to have rest and integration. Some of you, your dreams are going to be really important as well. Some of you, this up leveling is going to occur in your dreams. You're going to have, some of you, I'm hearing some of you aren't going to get the rest because it's during the state of rest that you're going to have these up levelings. It's during the state of rest that you're going to have these new ideas. It's going to be during that state of rest. So you're not going to really get the rest that you want to get. It's because during that time is when you're going to have all of these insights come through in your dreams. And then you're going to wake up and you're going to be in this state of, oh my gosh, I got to do all this stuff. I've got to combine all these things. I've got to restructure this. I've got to do these new things. All of this, right? The secret chamber, potency, deep connection, treasure, which is part of your up leveling, right? Potency, deep connection, treasure. The thing that's sticking out to me in this card here is this little light here in this cavern, right? Is that little light in the cavern that's there, that glow as you go and you move up into the next state. Stranger things is going to be important for some of you. I don't know the significance of that necessarily, but for some of you, stranger things is going to have some level of importance. I don't know much about stranger things, but for some of you, that's going to have a level of importance and understanding there. The sweet water, sensuality, romance, enjoyment, fertility, balance. Yeah, I was talking about balance. Bringing more balance into your life, bringing more balance into what it is you're doing, into the way you view the world. There's this, again, dark and light. If you look at these two cards, this card here is really based on darkness, and the dichotomy almost landed on the candle. Let me actually move this over here. The dichotomy between these cards, the contrast between these cards, the darkness and the light, right? Balancing those energies out. That's what this collective is working on, is balancing those energies out between the darkness and the light, between the state of healing, but the state of up leveling all at the same time, the state of knowing, and the state of integrating. Okay, and they are all difficult states to balance, right? They are difficult places to be. It is difficult to be and hold those energies at the same time when they are occurring in your life, especially when we're here having a human experience and having to deal with everyday things in our lives. It's difficult to integrate those things. Pave your own way. Leadership, courage, forage, don't follow. 1, again, right? Leadership. Bottom of the deck. Thank you. Okay, pave your own way. And then we've got not forgotten, messages from spirit, unbroken connection. This collective is working on transitioning out of a more mundane life, a more mundane job, into something that is going to fulfill them on a spiritual level. But you need to step into this new energy. You need to first allow the healing to occur. You need to allow the up leveling to complete and to occur. You need to allow the integration to occur in order for you to be able to take these full steps into the next level, into your new life, into this new state of being. In order to be able to reach that light that's at the top there, you're going to need to integrate all these new lessons into your life. Do things your way. Just because other people have done something, it doesn't mean that it's done the same way that you do them. So don't let fear of comparison stop you from stepping into this new state of being, stop you from stepping and up leveling your life, stop you from doing these new things. The final card, which I was told was the bottom of the deck, is good luck. Good luck. Auspicious wishes granted and blessings. Good luck. You're stepping into a new portal. You're stepping into a portal into a new timeline. This collective is working on jumping timelines. Some of you are working on jumping timelines. Some of you are working on stepping into a new timeline. Liminal spaces are going to be really important for this collective, right? These liminal areas, right? So things like caves, caverns, liminal timelines. So dawn, dusk, midnight, midday. So noon or midnight. Cemeteries is a liminal space. Cemetery is a liminal space. Doorways are liminal spaces. Okay. Structures, natural structures that exist like this within nature, stone structures. Places like Stonehenge would be a liminal space. Pyramids would be a liminal space again, like pyramids of Giza. But some of you liminal spaces are going to play a massive part in this. You're going to be drawn to more liminal spaces. You're going to be drawn to working during liminal times. I was going to say liminal timelines, which doesn't really make sense, but I'm going to go with it. Liminal timelines. All right. Rivers are also sometimes viewed as liminal spaces because of the movement of the water between the land and how the river forges new space, new time. Good luck. Good luck. Welcome to the next step of your journey.